Hi, I'm Mark from Main Clinic Supply, and today we're going to do an unboxing and review of the Rhythm Healthcare P2-E6. So let's go ahead and open up this box here. All right, so upon opening the box, we're going to have our user manual, our carry bag and shoulder strap for the concentrator. We got some spare filters as well. And looks like we got our battery on top. And pull out the foam packing here. And here we got our Rhythm P2-E6. And then we have our AC and then our DC, it looks like. Set the box aside here. All right, so one quick note is they do have a P2, which went up to a setting of 5. This is the newer P2-E6, so this one goes up to a setting of 6, and that's what you're seeing on that end of that model number. So that's just referring to that. We're going to go ahead, open up our battery here. All right, so here's our battery for the P2-E6. All we'll do is take it and slide it in through the side, just like that. So this is what it looks like complete with the battery. So biggest thing about the P2-E6 is it weighs about 4.4 pounds. And for reference, I have actually the 2 concentrators that compete with it. So we have our Rove 6, and then we also have our Care Freestyle Comfort. So you can see the size difference between the Freestyle Comfort, the Rove 6, and then the P2. The P2 is actually quite a bit smaller than these other 2 portable concentrators, and it delivers the same setting of oxygen as these other 2. So just as far as size and weight goes, the Freestyle Comfort is about 5 pounds, and our Rove 6 is going to be closer to that 4.8, 4.9. So these are closer to 5 pounds, where this one is underneath 4.5 pounds. So that's one good thing about the Rhythm P2-E6 is you get a nice, smaller, compact version of some of the other concentrators on the market. So size and weight is a great thing for our patients and customers looking for something a little bit with more oxygen capability, and then also with a smaller compact size. So this is going to be probably one of the smaller ones on the market that goes up to a setting of 6. Other thing that we've noticed is the color screen on this is pretty nice as well. And I'm going to power it up for you here in a little bit so you can kind of hear it as well and see what it sounds like compared to the other devices. And the maintenance and serviceability on this is pretty easy as well. Just on this side of the machine, you're going to see it has this particle filter. This can be removed and just cleaned. You can run that underneath some warm soapy water and clean it, put it back on, and then inside there we have our intake filter that can be replaced as well. I just showed you the replacement filters we had as well that come with the machine. All right, so in battery runtime on the Rhythm P2-E6, you're going to be getting up to about 5 hours on that setting of 2, which is a pretty good runtime. And they just have the one size of battery. So I know some of the concentrators out there, they have like a double battery. But again, that adds probably close to a pound of weight on top of the standard batteries. This one, in order to keep it nice, small, and compact, they just have the one standard battery. Again, this has a a pulse setting of 1 to 6, which for this small and compact device is really, really good. And I have physically opened these up, and they are pretty quality built compared to some of the other devices on the market as well. Um, so I was pretty impressed with the build quality on it, being this small and compact as well. All right, and now I'll show you the LCD display. So it uses a 2.8-inch color LCD, which a lot of the concentrators use kind of a monochrome design. So it does give you a little bit better of a feature with that colored screen. Very simplified controls. You have your power button, your plus and minus button to increase and decrease your oxygen settings. And then we also have our setting button. So that's going to allow us to access a couple of features inside the device. And then we also have our speaker button that helps us increase or decrease the sound on the device. So I'm going to go ahead and power the device up so that way we can hear what it sounds like. All right, so we got the device powered up right now, and it is pretty quiet. They do rate it at about 40 decibels, but I can tell you from some of the other concentrators on the market, this one is going to be on the lower end there for the sound. Just showing again, a couple things on the display here. So increase and decrease the settings with the plus and minus. Again, it is a color full LCD display. And we have our sound button there and then also our settings button that lets us see a couple pieces of information that you typically wouldn't be able to see on some of the other devices. So it just gives us runtime, kind of our sieve bed information, and also gives us kind of temperature and software version, everything like that. And then you're going to see two different lights here. So the orange light always lets us know something's going on. And right here you can see it just says absence of breath. So of course, since no one's using the concentrator right now, that's going off. And then the blue light you're going to see going off is the delivery of oxygen. So this also has a built-in feature. It's going to deliver oxygen at about a rate of 17 breaths per minute until it redetects somebody's breath. So it's just a built-in safety feature to make sure that the person is getting oxygen on the other end of this, even if they're not being able to detect the breath. And this is typically going to be something that happens if you're a big mouth breather, or let's say the cannula falls out of your nose for some reason. Again, the machine's just wanting to deliver that oxygen as kind of a built-in safety measure. All right, so now with the concentrator turned on and running, I have my decibel reader here. I'm going to set it about 10 feet away is what they recommend for testing these. And we're going to see what our decibel reader reads here. So you can see it's right around that 42 decibels. Just a reminder that you can run this off of your AC or DC power supply as well. So you can charge the battery while you have it plugged in and using it as well, which makes it nice and convenient to keep the battery charged up. So if you're also in your car, going to the grocery store, whatever it may be, you can keep it plugged in there. So your battery life actually doesn't even start until you get out of the vehicle, which is also very convenient. And big things to know about safety on these. So there's lots of different sensors built into these. So they're going to be testing the oxygen purity, making sure it's delivering the proper amount of oxygen to you as well. So lots of different built-in features into this to make sure that you're aware if there's anything going on with it, that it's going to alert you to what's going on. And now is the time for our oxygen index score. So as you can see, I did rate the Rhythm P2-E6 pretty highly. On battery options and life, I ranked it a 7. This was based off of the single battery option, but it does give you a good amount of time off of that battery. For maintenance and serviceability, it's ranked a 6. I ranked it a 6 because of the 2 filters you are able to exchange yourself. The other units, they are able to do sieve bed exchanges, so that's why those are ranked a little higher in this category. For sound quality, I ranked it at 8. I was very impressed with the sound coming off this device. It is pretty quiet compared to a lot of them on the market. For price, it's ranked a 9. If you search for portable concentrators, you'll be able to find the Rhythm P2-E6 for a cheaper price than the majority of them on the market. For size and weight, it's ranked an 8. I ranked this a little higher because of the fact of the oxygen output up to 6 and them still being able to get it in to weigh less than the majority of them on the market at the same size. So for a total daily living score, we have it at a 38. For build quality, I ranked it as 7. Breaking this apart, I've seen the internal components. They did a great job putting this concentrator together. For durability, I rank this an 8. Again, with the quality components that they used and the build quality, I think this is also going to give you some good reliability as well. And for oxygen output, it's ranked as 6. Given it's a setting of 1 to 6, you can see that's kind of the correlation for the ranking there. For smart features, we have this ranked at a 7. This one has the nice backup mode as well, where if no breath is detected, it's going to auto deliver you oxygen to make sure you're able to get something. For ease of use, also ranked a 7. Very minimalistic buttons on the display, very easy to exchange out the batteries. So this one is ranked at a 7 for a technology total score of 35. And then we have this ranked at a total oxygen index score of 73. All right, so in closing, the Rhythm P2-E6, it's going to be a great portable concentrator for those who are needing a little extra oxygen. Against its competitors, you can tell is slightly smaller, weighs less as well, so that's going to be great for the user. So this is a great device that really balances good oxygen output with portability for the consumer. I believe that anyone who ends up getting this device are going to be very happy with it. As far as reliability goes, the sound quality as well is really good compared to some of the portable concentrators on the market as well. I hope this video was very helpful for you in reviewing the Rhythm P2-E6. If you do have any other questions, don't hesitate to call our portable oxygen specialists at 1-800-775-0942, and they'll be more than happy to get you any more information that you're looking for in regards to the Rhythm P2-E6.